your game, talk your shit, grab your gap. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap. So welcome everybody. Spit your game. This is a live stream. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just gonna let y'all know more about Spit Your Game, the purpose, the reason behind it, and what I'm trying to look for going on into the future. So basically, I started the Spit Your Game sports group probably 2013, Facebook. And it was just a group of friends. I just was like, man, come join this group, man. We could talk sports, talk noise, joke, what I'm saying, all that type stuff. So I did it. It started off a little slow, but ended up kind of gravitating. Some friends added some friends, and some friends added some friends. And now, it's still up to this day, 10 years later, still doing good. And so I can't do nothing but I appreciate everybody that's in the group. It's 300 and some members, but of course, all 300 don't actually participate or whatever. So, but for the 40 of them that do, hey, I appreciate y'all to the fullest. Y'all been rocking with me for a long time. So, like I said, 10 years, and we had added some new people that are participating too. So, I appreciate that. My reason of starting the podcast was, like I said, we always talk sports all the time, and so sports is my life. Sports has been my life for years. Played it, and talk about it, and so podcasting kind of started, getting popular, maybe like 3 years ago. Just like everybody kind of doing it, and so 2 years ago for me, I was just like, dang, I want to kind of dab into the sportscast, the podcasting thing, but I didn't really know how. Didn't have the money for the equipment, all type of stuff. So I got in contact with one of my close friends, Jay Lang. He also has a sports. He also has a podcast on YouTube. It's called Jay Lang. So I think it's JA. Hold on, I'm gonna get this for y'all. So here, hold up, let me see what it is. Yeah, it's JAYLAANG. So he has a podcast on YouTube as well. So shout out to Jay Lang. But I got to talk with him or whatever. And this was kind of before he even started doing his podcast. I was like, man, I want to do a podcast. I want to do this about, because he was good at editing. And he had been doing films for the city of Greenwood and stuff. Like when we was younger, he would ride the city and do stuff like that. So I got to talk with him. I was like, man, I want to do this podcast, man. And he was like, man, just let me know. I was like, yeah, but I ain't really just got the equipment. You got all the equipment. But at the time, I wasn't staying in Greenwood. I was staying in Cleveland. So, it was just basically talk. We never kind of jumped into it. Then he eventually ended up jumping off doing his thing first. And so I was just like, okay, but I still didn't have the funds and stuff like that, and really just didn't have a concept of what I had. I didn't have a logo or nothing like that. So the young lady, I know a friend of mine, Brittany Burke, she's like, well, I can do a logo and create your LLC. I said, okay, cool. So she created a logo, as you can see at the top corner, and she helped me get an LLC. So it's Spit Your Game LLC. So once I kind of got all that, I said, okay, I got everything. I haven't started the podcast. So who will I interview first? And things like that. So finally got the equipment. Hollered at Jay Lang. He kind of showed me, okay, how to use the equipment and stuff like that. So once I kind of got that, I was like, all right, now who I'm gonna interview, who I'm gonna get. So I ended up talking to one of this guy. He played basketball way before me. Maybe 5 years before me, 5-6 years before me at Greenwood High. And got to talk to him, and I said, hey, man, I want you to be my guest. And he was like, cool, man, set it up. So the first episode I got is with Vincent Slim Jones. It's on YouTube. It's on the YouTube, my Spit Your Games YouTube channel. And so I talked to him, and we got it done, man. And I appreciate, shout out to Slim, my first interview. And so, and now I got Gerald Glass. He played in the NBA. played overseas basketball. I got Sherrod Gideon. He played in the overseas, and he played not overseas. He played it in the, I think it's the Arena League. No, the Canadian League. And he played in the NFL for the Saints. And I got Big Chaser Fauntleroy, but I call him Big Chaser because I have trouble with pronouncing his last name. But my last interview was with Big Chaser. He's an up-and-coming artist out of Philly, but he stays in the Memphis area right now. But he's doing big things, and he played basketball at Mississippi Valley. So, and I got a couple more that's coming too. So, but yeah, so I'm starting that, man, and it's just it's a hobby of mine. I love talking sports. I love to find out people's journey, and that's the main thing it was about. Like, what was your journey? What was your struggle? How was it growing up? Like, that brought you out of what you were in and made you become an NBA player or NFL player or entrepreneur or a recording artist or, I mean, real estate or whatever it is. Like, you started in one area, but you ended up, progressing and ended up doing something that you're currently doing now. And so that's one of the things why I wanted to do the podcast, because me in Mississippi, man, Mississippi got so many players, man, that were great. But some of them didn't make it to the professionals, and you always wondered, like, well, me, I always wondered, like, dang, I wonder what happened to him, man. Like, man, why? I thought he was going to this college, or man, I wonder why he didn't make it, or whatever the case is. And that's basically behind the podcast, is to get with people and just see, basically, how was your journey and what happened? You know what I mean? What made you go this route? What made you go to this college? And that's one of the things I wanted to start with the podcast. So it's off the ground, man, straight from the ground. I'm maybe 2 months in. It's hopefully it still progresses. Hopefully people get behind it, and hopefully it can make it big. I'm starting off in the Delta, but I want to branch off into other, if I can get Jackson, and if I can get people from the coast, if I can get people from Olive Branch, Horn Lake, South Haven area that play ball, Clarksdale, Grenada, or whatever. The Delta, you got Greenwood, Indianola, Greenville, Shaw, Mount Bayou, Rosedale. You got places like that. And so, that's kind of the concept of the whole Spit Your Game. And now I'm on a slash, and I'm creating a game session. So it's going to be called Spit Your Game session, where I started a live stream, kind of like the Zoom. You start a live stream, and you just have maybe 5, 6, 7 people, and we all talk about topics. It doesn't actually have to be sports. It could be entrepreneurship. It could be about relationships, because you're spitting your game on different things. Like, the podcast is, okay, sports to what you're doing now. The live stream can be sports, like I said, entrepreneurship, relationships, or whatever it is. And we're all just talking, giving our opinions about certain topics. So that's what I want to start. So if anybody see this or whatever, and they interested in joining the live stream, let me know. I've reached out to some people. I don't know. I mean, hey, some people you reach out to, yeah, cool, and they really ain't about, what I'm saying? So, but hey, to each his own. I'm not expecting everybody to jump on the board. Some people don't know me, some people do. So I'm not expecting for, yeah, I do it. Like, no, I'd be a fool to think everybody just gonna jump right in. So, and I know that's not the case, because I'm basically, new to the whole situation, the whole podcast and the whole live stream. Shout out to Darius Stowers. He got a podcast too. I'm gonna get his in a minute. Hold on. I got to shout out to the people that helped me. He helped me with the with getting this with the StreamYard. So I got to shout out to his podcast. It's called Jungle is Hell, the Jungle is Hell podcast. So shout out to Darius Styles. He helped me with the to get the we get the StreamYard thing or whatever, and kind of showed me a little ins and outs of it or whatever. So shout out to him. Yeah, so I mean when we're a brotherhood, I mean, you know what I'm saying, we help each other out. So like I say with Jay Lang, with Darius Stowers, with a couple more of my homeboys, man, just give me ideas and stuff like that. So I shout out to everybody. Like I said, shout out to Slim, shout out to Gerald, shout out to Shirai, shout out to Big Chaser, and the other few I got coming. I got Jervis McGee, I got Miss Rosetta Washington, I got Hank Fant. So those are those couple of ones I got coming up. I'm trying to get some more people. I've been reaching out. Some people ain't fun with camera, some are. So, but like I said, I'm reaching out to people. I've reached out to some more that said, yeah, they out of town right now, but whenever they touch down, they'll let me know. So that's kind of where I'm going with it. So, but the game session is I've reached out to a few, and like I said, the NBA playoffs going on now. So, like I said, start a live stream, and I work. So I work. I work crazy hours and stuff. So, but sometimes like on my off day, like right now, I just like, let me just jump on and let me just talk a little bit about what I have going on and what's the purpose behind it. So, but yeah, so my live streams and stuff like that, I want people to, if they feel free to jump on, talk sports. Like I said, it don't always have to be sports. It can be other things. So that's kind of why I'm going with it right now. And hopefully in the future, man, it gets bigger where more and more people talk sports. I get more and more interviews, and y'all hear more and more stories. So right now I got the Spit Your Game YouTube channel. Subscribe. Like I said, I'm 2 months in. I think I have 81 subscribers. So I mean, to me, that's good. I mean, I didn't expect to have that. But on Facebook, my name is Jartres Keys. It's Jartres. Last name Keys, Keys. And so if y'all interested in and y'all play sports, or y'all know somebody that plays sports, and now y'all jumped off into entrepreneurship or whatever the case is, feel free to inbox me. Say, hey man, if you don't mind, I'm interested or whatever. I can Google, what you had going on, and we can go from there. I got an Instagram, Spit, SPIT, period, YA, period, Game, LLC. That's my Instagram for my podcast. So I just wanted to chop it up with y'all a little bit, man, let y'all know, what was going on. This is an intro, even though I'm 4 episodes in. But it's just, like I said, it's just a hobby for me, hobby of mine, man. And I love to talk sports. I love to meet people. And so, man, this is just something I wanted to do, wanted to kind of touch bases with everybody and let them know what I had going on. A lot of people, I got a positive feedback. Folks inbox me, say, hey, man, keep going, keep doing it, whatever. I reached out to folks, and, like I said, it wasn't negative energy, but it was like, yeah, but you kind of got that feeling like, nah, they ain't going to jump on nothing, whatever, which is cool, man. To each his own. I respect. I can't do nothing but reach out. Yeah, it's either yay or nay. So, hey, I ain't tripping. So, but you got to start from somewhere. So you're going to get rejection. Everybody's not going to accept. Yeah. Everybody's not going to do that. So I'm not even expecting it. But, man, like I said, subscribe. Spit Your Game YouTube channel. More episodes to come. I appreciate y'all. Listen to me. Almost 14 minutes in. I ain't want to try to talk your head out, but I just want y'all to kind of get an understanding and get a little glimpse of what I have and what I have coming up. So I appreciate y'all, man. Game over. My pussy's on roller
The cash is rolling in, my posse's getting bored. There's not another posse with more points scored. We're stone cold criminals, we flex like big gorillas. We not the average artist, bitch, we certified killers. I spent $1 million just for diamonds on my teeth, and every time they see them, make the girls get weak. People think we crazy, some think that we are funny, but it ain't hard to tell that we make a lot of money. We clocking out the dollars, we rock a lot of gold. The other crew's mad cause we fucking all they hoes. Willing cuss to Al, me and my crew are thugs, and they so full of drugs they may never sober up. And I'm a